first of all, my name's Hollis, and I'm here with DiversiTree, and we're at Sister Space 2016 in Maryland. And you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, my name is Rusty Rose. I'm one of the pioneers in the Stonewall LGBTQ modern day movement.
Wow, so that's pretty big stuff. And in my world, you'd be an elder or someone with a lot of wisdom. So you were part of Stonewall. Were you there?
Yes, I was there. I was there the first night. I was there as a guest of a friend, and
was it like? Can you tell us a little bit about the experience? Was it like horrifying? Like, was it like, could you even compare it to any other experiences, or like, can you tell us a little bit about how that went for you?
Well, in the 60s, we were protesting everything. You know, we didn't actually burn bras, but we said we burned bras, and we were fighting discrimination. But Stonewall, to me, was another facet of that time period. But I was there, a friend had taken me there, and everybody was having just a good time, and the clientele there were not, there were a few drag queens and a lot of trans, but they were older, with my age, what it is now. I was about 17, and we were having a good time, and there, it was an altercation. I was in the middle of the bar, and next thing you know, there was an all I don't want to say riot, but lights came on. They told us sit down or stand, push back, and we did for a few seconds. They even asked for ID, which at that time we didn't have. We were young, but within that, it happened in a flash, and within that moment, we all pushed forward, and we spilled out onto the street.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing stuff. And when it was all over and you were reflecting, did you have like an empowerment feeling in that moment, or were you more disappointed in the world?
No, I wasn't disappointed. I thought it was par for the course, because like I said, we rebelled against everything, and to me that was, another facet of rebelling. Mm-hmm. But I didn't really understand the significance of what it meant until much later. I was just in the right place at the right time and doing what I believed in. I wasn't going to take no more garbage, and we said enough, and that was it. And we did the same thing with the Vietnam War. Some of us went over the White House fence and everything. It was a sign of the times. Sure. Like I said, I didn't know the significance of it until much later.
So did you, so now I heard you at an open mic at Sister Space, and so now you have like a really amazing, you've come back in a way with and supporting transgender people, and I think that was really awesome and amazing. We definitely need allies. I was just talking about this today in my workshop, about finding allies so that we can help bridge the gaps. And so your poem will be listed with this article so that they can read it. I wish I had caught it on video, but so you want to tell us a little bit like what inspired you to write that, and what your ideas are about transgender people and things like that?
Yeah, what inspired me to write, it's called Put the T First, of course T is for transgender, was that over the years, the community is actually fighting amongst themselves who was there, who wasn't there at Stonewall, and try to discredit certain people, and I just about had enough. And I was hearing from a lot of my trans friends all over. A lot of them wanted to remove the T from LGBT, although one thing is sexuality and another is, gender. But, and it inspired me to say, you know what, I need to say, and what happened, what I saw there, and I need to set the record straight. It was not the gay community, not the gay men. It was the transgender community who stood up to the police that night and said no more. And the Stonewall was about, it had nothing to do with all of us that were there. It was between the bar owner and the police. But when the police came in and called us faggot, things like that, there was a transgender. She was about 57 years old, and she was saying, oh, please, stop it, don't talk to us that way, and it escalated.
Was she a drag queen? I'm just curious.
No, she was transgender. At first, I used to give interviews, and at first I said a drag queen, but then I thought about it, and I start seeing her in my mind's eye, and I said, you know what? And you could tell the difference. If I go back, and people dispute this too, a lot of people say that even the drag community was in full regalia when they went out. That's not so, you know. But you can tell the difference. Where to me, the drag queen was exaggerated. Mm-hmm. And of course, the trans woman was just a woman just trying to have a beer at the bar. And you could see the difference. But she was beautiful. She had mascara on. She was about 57 years old, you know. Okay. I was 17, so anything older than 20 was old. But I knew now, at my age, that she was an older transgender woman.
And she's the one that stood up and fought.
Yes, we all did. It was spontaneous.
But she kind of okay.
Mm-hmm.
But she sort of spearheaded it, maybe.
Yes, she did. Yes,
okay.
she did.
Okay.
And we all joined in. You didn't have to ask. The minute they start bad-mouthing her, we just were right there.
And so another thing that I often say is, when I'm talking about gender, is I say, you know, if we didn't make such a big deal about gender, being gay and lesbian and stuff wouldn't really matter so much.
I feel that eventually we'll find out. I think it's a continuum. You know, whether you're lesbian, gay, transgender, it's just one continuum. It's on the same. I don't think there really is too much of a difference.
That's why I call myself queer.
And yes, queer, LGBTQ.
Queer.
And the other thing is, I tell my trans friends, please stop saying, you know, that, oh, well, I'm a trans woman. One day we're going to drop that. I'm a trans woman. You're a woman, period. And you're a man, period. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're
it was
welcome,
great to
honey.
honor you, and I'm
Thank you.
excited to publish your stuff.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.